Welcome to episode 4 of the monster guides that I'm doing for Evolve. Today we're doing Gorgon. He is a gross monster, he's gross, but we start with web snare, spider strap, yeah, you got the spider strap, and the acid. I still do the savage nature, feral instincts, ferocious bloodlust, makes my life a lot easier, It's just what it is. Makes my life just nice, easy to coast around, right? Now, what you want to do with Gorgon is you want to become Spider-Man, right? Now, I'm playing against my friends here, but they do not let up on me. We were goofing around the entire game, but I'm like, you know what? I'm going to get the Gorgon gameplay. Gorgon's the grossest looking monster in the game by far, without a doubt. I hate how Gorgon looks. I hate spiders, and she's gross. But that's besides the point. So what you want to normally do with Gorgon is you want to swing around like Spider-Man. Use your abilities when you get the chance. Basics for monsters. Get to stage 2. I'm done saying all that. If you want to learn that, I'll make a monster guide eventually. So I'm not going to talk about, try to avoid the hunters. I'm going to be more in depth on Gorgon herself. Her one is a weird web slinging ability. A weird web snare that she shoots out. Can trap the hunters. Pretty cool ability. I hate it. Just kidding, I don't. It's actually pretty nice. Her 2 is a spider trap. I plant it down whenever I'm running around just to catch the hunter sometimes. It's not going to kill them, but it'll hurt them a little bit. And the 3 is acid spit. Acid spit does a lot of damage. It's stupid. You want to use 1 for crowd control, acid spit for the damage, and 2 for more crowd control. And eventually you'll get the 4, or you started off with the 4, which is the Mimic, which I also use for damage. I don't personally like Mimic as much as the other abilities, but it's still nice to have that extra damage output. You want to swing everywhere. That's Gorgon's ability. It really is the web slinging. Gorgon is by far the fastest monster in the game. Probably the most fun monster in the game, too, in my opinion. The only issue with Gorgon is a massive, gross-looking spider. I care about looks, alright? Don't get me wrong, Gorgon got that thicky wicky butt, but she thick with 5 C's. Not worth it, though. Not worth it. So what you want to normally do with Gorgon, get to stage 2. Whenever you're fighting the hunters, you want to jump around, because when you jump around, it just makes your life easier, really. The less you're getting shot, the less damage you're taking. It just so happens to be. And if you look at Frankenpecker, he is Linux. Linux is a very close range character. Luckily, I chose Gorgon. Gorgon's able to jump around everywhere, slow, and just kind of screw with close range based characters, which is why you'll try to see me kind of just push him away and sometimes sling away from him. But right now, for some reason, I'm not slinging away from him like an idiot. But I'll sling up to the air and just try to avoid him, because if you don't avoid him, you're going to absolutely get railed. That's not necessarily good. But it's you play Gorgon how you want. I'm just the guide maker. How you want to normally do it is like any other monster. Just try to pop off your abilities, get your attention or your target priority right. I got Linux first because Linux does a lot of damage, and as you can see, I started attacking the medic. Medic also is normally highest priority. Sometimes it's support. It all really depends. I normally go for medic unless the support is sunny. Then I normally go for the support, but once again, that's general monster guide stuff. The abilities on a ranking of damage to crowd control, easily acid spit and the really just acid spit and the spider web are the damage dealers. Acid spit's pure raw damage, while the spider web is crowd control and damage. The spider trap is pure crowd control, and honestly, the mimic doesn't deal that much damage to really be classified as either. It's a distraction. It's utility. Overall, I'd give Gorgon probably a solid, solid 7 out of 10. Purely for how Gorgon plays. Yeah, Gorgon lost 3 points. just for how ugly she is. And if I had to rank Gorgon up with the rest of the monsters I have ranked so far, I would say Kraken is a 9 out of 10, Elder Kraken's a 5 out of 10, and Wraith is a 10 out of 10. Wraith is probably the best monster in the game, both looks-wise and playstyle-wise, has the highest skill ceiling, but the most rewarding to learn. If you guys like this, don't forget to do the like and subscribe stuff. It always helps out, really. And I hope to see you when we go to Goliath tomorrow. I'm not excited for that. I don't like Goliath personally. But I will see you guys in the next video. Deuces.